In this video, I'm going to be talking about anxiety. I've worked with so many clients who struggle with anxiety. I personally had also anxiety due to different factors. One of them being is moving as a teenager from one country to another, from, in my case, Russia to the United States, and going to school and then college, and realizing that there was just a lot of insecurity present in me, a lot of um, uncertainty was there. And the way I learned to cope with anxiety was to kind of be perfect, to also notice what everybody else was doing, so I would just kind of mimic that. So I had that sense of fitting in. And so there was just layers and layers that I needed to peel away in order to start to look directly into anxiety and see how I can start to process it through my nervous system. So there are three reasons or categories of anxiety that I was able to recognize as I was working with myself, as I was working with clients. Number one is just kind of surface anxiety that arises that can be processed and treated through breathing practices. There are a couple of breathing practices that I've created videos for, so I'll include a link so you can check it out, start to use those breathing practices, and if that helps you, great, just utilize those practices. And the second category of anxiety is what I called avoidance. The reason the anxiety arises is because we are avoiding something. So even if we use breathing practices, it's not going to make things better. And there are a couple of things we might be avoiding. One of them is our past. If we haven't yet integrated experiences from the past that have been traumatic for us, then we might have that sense of anxiety running inside of our nervous system. And also remembering sometimes anxiety can be linked to not only our personal trauma, but also intergenerational trauma. So starting to pay attention not only to personal, but also intergenerational patterns that run in your family system, in your lineage. And number two is that anxiety can show up for practical reasons as well. If, for example, your bills are not paid and you are ignoring that responsibility, then anxiety is going to show up and tell you, look, you need to start generating an income. You need to start generating financial abundance, and start to take care of that part of your life. So that's category number two. And then the last category is that sometimes anxiety shows up because it has some kind of a spiritual message for us. This might sound a little bit unusual. And at the same time, if we have been ignoring, let's say, our soul's calling in life, we haven't yet sort of dove deeper into soul searching, if we haven't yet connected to something meaningful in our lives, then anxiety might be telling you, look, like, pay attention to what really matters in life, or look, you're gonna die one day, and did you contribute what you wanted to contribute to humanity? That's just one example. So if you do experience anxiety and you resonate with this last category, start to ask yourself, what is anxiety trying to tell me? What kind of a message does it have for me? And pay attention. Okay. I'd love to hear how this video is landing for you. So if you'd like to leave a comment or like a video or ask questions, feel free to do so. Take care. Bye.